There was once a king in Babylon, and his name was Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar captured Jerusalem, and God let him take away some of the things used in God's temple. Nebuchadnezzar commanded to take some of the men from the royal family of Judah and other Jewish families, so that he could train them to become court officials. Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah were chosen. However, Daniel refused to eat the rich food of Babylon and made up his mind to eat and drink only what God had approved of. Daniel said, "For the next 10 days, let us only have vegetables and water at mealtime. When the 10 days are up, compare how we look with the other young men and decide what to do with us." 10 days later, Daniel and his friends looked better than the young men who have been eating from the royal palace. God made the 4 men smart and wise. During the second year that Nebuchadnezzar was king, Nebuchadnezzar had horrible nightmares that kept him up at night. So he called his counselors, advisors, magicians, and wise men and said, "I'm disturbed by a dream that I don't understand, and I want you to explain it." But Nebuchadnezzar didn't want to tell them the dream and said, "If you don't tell me the dream and its meaning, then I will chop you into pieces and tear down your house." Daniel prayed that the men would not be put to death and prayed. In a vision one night, Daniel was shown the dream and its meaning. So Daniel goes to the king, and in conclusion, Daniel revealed to King Nebuchadnezzar that his dream was a prophecy of future kingdoms. The great statue represented a sequence of earthly empires, beginning with Babylon as the head of gold, followed by weaker but still powerful kingdoms. In the end, a divine kingdom, symbolized by the stone not cut by human hands, would crush all earthly powers and establish an eternal reign. Daniel affirmed that this vision was certain and its interpretation was true, declaring that God's kingdom alone will stand forever. Later on, Nebuchadnezzar ordered that a gold statue to be built and for everyone to worship the statue, but Daniel and his friends didn't. So the king put them in a giant furnace, and Daniel said, "We don't need to defend ourselves because our God will save us." This made the king angrier, so he made the furnace 7 times hotter than before. When they were in the furnace, the king and his men saw a big extra figure and said that it looks like God. The king said, "Bring them out," and decided to make a law that he won't allow any nation or race say anything about their God.